Well, I think the biggest thing was the closeness of the group. They you know, that team did everything together. I mean, they went out to eat together. They went to bowling together. They practically were around themselves 24/7. That was one thing. It was a very close group, and two was, you know, during the course of the previous year and during the course of that season, there were some disappointments along the way, and I think, you know, they went out to the tournament with a mission that they knew they were the better team that was down there, and went out to prove that, and they did. And you know, that was a hard-working group. You know, the weightlifting, the conditioning, the things that we, you know, asked them to do, they open armed accepted it and went off and you know, ended up having a pretty good year. They real close family that worked hard and you know, everything just seemed to come together for us that year. Well, there's a lot of them, and to sit there and pinpoint just one would be probably hard to do over the last 18 years, but winning a conference tournament in 2003 obviously would be one of them. But I think if I had to sum up the total 18 years, it would be a family atmosphere, and it started with this man right here, Dr. Campbell. When he hired me, it was a unique situation for me, in which I had a chance to continue playing. And his comment to me was, "Ed, as long as you can play, go play. But you know, we'll be here for you." And he was. The next year, I ended up getting released and came home and went to work at Averett and been here ever since. And that's kind of how our baseball program has been, is a sense of family. And you know, now today we've got Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, and guys will stand in contact, and with the 20-year anniversary coming up, when we first sent out the initial email, within the hour it passed along to 250-some people, and that kind of shows the family atmosphere that we've had in this program over basically the last 18 years. I've got players. You know, this is kind of rolling into, I have players that are out coaching now that are trying to send players back. In the area here, we have, you know, I have 3 or 4 guys in the area high schools here, counting North Carolina and right here on the border of Virginia. And then we go out to Virginia Beach in Northern Virginia, we have guys that are coaching in high school and coaching summer ball, bringing teams in, and you know, so they're trying to. We had a good experience. This is a good place to go, you know. Well, I know when I first took the job, and we would go out recruiting, and the first questions I would get would be, where is Averett? And most people pronounced it Averett, but this, where is Averett? In Danville, Virginia. Oh, well, I know what Danville is. I didn't know y'all had baseball. You know, now it's, when I go out to Virginia Beach, I go in and get into Northern Virginia, I get into Southwest Virginia and around Roanoke. You know, oh yeah, you're the coach at Averett. You know, and so we're out there, we're in the market. We've got, and even down in the state of Florida, you know, people have heard about us. We get emails from kids all over the country, but they know that Averett has a good baseball program, and all our athletics are growing and getting big, and it's starting to really make a name we're making a name for ourselves, but at the same time, you know, Danville's going to feast off of that when teams come into play, and we're starting to host more high school tournaments here, and as our facilities are getting better, and we're hosting bigger events here in the gym, and so, you know, obviously Danville's the city is going to benefit from that, and the economy will benefit from that, but you know, it's no longer is Averett just kind of an afterthought with people now. We're on the front edge, you know, of people's thoughts as far as, you know, where they want to go to school, and we've got some juniors thinking about us now, and so it's really progressed a long ways, especially when we were in a bar in the field to practice and bar in the field to play on, to now we have our own field and facility, and the new addition of the Frank H. Fulton hitting facility is going to be a big plus. just had an event this past weekend that a lot of high school teams are in here playing. 10 different teams are in here, and they all got to see and go through that. And they, wow, you know, we've got a hit facility that a lot of D1s don't have. So I think that's going to help. So really, the program's growing, and we're starting to see better caliber players, better caliber students, and our team GPA from back in the early 2000s, where we probably stayed around 2.2, 2.3 if we were hoping. We're now up to about 2.7, 2.8, and still getting better. So, you know, a lot of things have really grown in the last 18 years.